We are live. Hello, good morning. I have to reload my. Okay, yay, we're live. But where is my chat? Now, let me zoom in a tad so you won't see the monster. That's a little better. Why is my chat every time? Good morning. I hope you all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. So if I look there, it's because there I have the chat. I am, electronically challenged again today because I'm kind of going live on my laptop and I have myself in my big computer so I can see everything. Still no chat. Let's do that again. Let's try it like this. This is quite annoying. Show chat. Maybe now it works. No. Good morning to everyone who is joining. That was not intentional. Me rhyming. I don't know why my chat won't show up and it's very annoying. Let's go to a different account because I'm going to go. If you see me commenting under Vanna de Spegenaard, it's because that's the account I'm going to try and see the chat in now. Still doesn't show up. Anyway, if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm from the Netherlands, hence the accent. I'm also slightly orcish, relatively vintage, and I love spooky stuff, makeup, and being creative. On that note, did you guys check out my art channel yet? All the videos are up with the exception of me making the waterfall feature. That will be Saturday's video. And I still don't have any chat, which is annoying. Come on, YouTube, you can do it. The slightly orcish means that I'm green. Yes, I am light to light medium warm-ish olive. And yay, I have the chat. And the relatively vintage means I'm 46. Also, I said I live in the Netherlands, right? It's 5:30 in the morning for me. So if my bags are on my knees, that is why. So welcome, everyone. Let me see who's here already. So we have May. Welcome, May. We have my bestie, Debbie, who's also my moderator. We have Patricia. So good morning to you all. As you saw by the thumbnail, I have no idea what I'm using today. So that's interesting. I have a few options. Well, it's not like I don't have any eyeshadow palettes. Let's be real. But when I was getting ready or setting up the live yesterday, I just didn't know what I wanted to play with today. I opened up palettes. I closed them back down again. So I do have some options here. Let's see. I have Makeup Revolution. These are the ones that I have not used yet. Well, technically, I've used this one. Technically, I just had to, but it's an orangey color story. That's Puss in Boots from Shrek. I also have Donkey. Let me open it up because I put it back in the box again. So we also have Donkey. It's a mystery day. Yeah, it is. Oh, there goes the plasticky. So that is Donkey. Not something that I'm very vibing with today. I kind of do like the color story, but honestly, it's not why I bought it. I needed Donkey, of course. Thank you, my darling, for linking my new channel. It's also linked in the description box. I also have from Colourpop the Star Wars C-3PO palette, which, honestly, it's a boring-ass color story, but I really, really like it. So we also have that option. We have Rebel Rouge Labs. I have a palette here that is being released on the 12th. I am allowed to talk about it in the new makeup release because I asked the owner. Unfortunately, I also kind of leaked the pictures, but she still hasn't, as far as I know, shown it on camera. So I don't really feel comfortable pulling that one in. Hello, Malem. Good morning or good evening. And it's a collaboration. So I'm not going to pull that one in because I don't feel comfortable doing that right now. But I do have some other things from Rebel Rouge Labs. I have the As the World Falls Down, which is inspired by the movie Labyrinth. Yeah, I never do leaking. Well, not online anyway. And I felt so bad. Both the owner and the person that she's collaborating with were very sweet about it. It should have already been released and the postal service was lagging, but still I felt really bad. But here is the color story from the Labyrinth movie. It's basic, but I loves it. I have actually been digging into this so much. So this is an option if you guys want to see it on camera. Then I also have the Howling for You palette from Rebel Rouge Labs, which looks like this. Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie. I watched it so often when I was little, but I haven't watched it in so long, and I actually really want to. The palette that I also actually grabbed, and that's kind of the one that I'm also interested in, is the one from Beauty Glazed, which is a very good alternative to the Wilderness palette from Beauty Glazed. So here is the color story of that one, and I also pulled the Wilderness palette so you can see it. Yeah, no, that's I think Pan's Labyrinth that you're referring to. Yeah, it's a different one. And then here is those two side by side. But this one is no longer available. This one is. So they, or at least as far as I know, they also have a dupe for the Age of Opulence. It's not a shade for shade complete match. This one is missing the lightest shade and the darkest shade of this palette, but still. So that is also an option. So that is kind of the options that I pulled for today. So let me know. Good morning, Anya. So let me know what you want to see. Am I getting the new palettes from Menagerie? No, I'm not. No. The Killer Purr, I actually really like the original one. And I like the Paws and Claws palettes, but honestly, I think I would rather get one of the new Lethal palettes. I have on Black Friday, basically when the Lethal palettes launched, I was looking at them and I was vibing with the one that has the more warm tones in it. I didn't get it because what I did get were the brushes, or at least part of the brush set. You vote for the first palette shown. That's the Puss in Boots. That was Puss in Boots. And I have used these twice now. And I also have the new brushes from Cosmic Brushes here. So I'm going to use those at least as well. Hello, Marie. The last palette, which was this one. So basically now we have these two that you guys want to see. So yeah, I already put stuff in my brows. Now, as per usual, I will start with eyes first. And did I pull a concealer? No, because I do need to. Yeah. Where's my? Doesn't matter. I do need to already color correct my yeah, Puss in Boots. It's a very good palette. Hello, Heather. It's the quality of that one. It's so nice. Let's zoom you guys in a tad. So you don't see the mirror. Yes. Let me go down. Can I up the brightness? I don't know. So I'm going to go down a little. So you have a little bit of a darker me today, which is fine. So maybe combining the two. No, I don't think that will. Well, it will probably work, but I will probably get confused as well. I can also do a video with the Beauty Glazed palette. I should have done that already, but I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, Debbie knows my cat, my red one, Floki, and he looks at me like Puss in Boots when he is very very much in love with his human caretaker. You have egg tarts. I don't know what they are. Egg tarts. Yeah, so basically it's, yes, it is between Puss in Boots and, well, Beauty Glazed it is. So the Puss in Boots, for you guys who just joined, it's a very orangey pinky palette. And you have the top 4 are mattes and the bottom 4 are shimmers. And then here is the Beauty Glazed one, which is a dupe for the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. Yeah, well, he was almost called Loki, but I felt it was not a good idea to keep yelling Loki in my house when he was being a little bit bad. So that's why he's called Floki. And he was a gift from Freya. That's how I saw it, at least. Thank you, Marie. These are my favorite set. They also have, there are 2 styles in the set. So you have these, which are basically, well, 3 styles actually. Do I have different ones? No. Anyway, these are the sparkly ones. And they also have one with moons on them. And they are from AliExpress. But I love them a lot. If I don't forget, I will put a link in the description box to my favorite nails from which are very, very long. Good morning, Australia Sue. It's good afternoon for you. So we have all regions here now. That's so cool. So yes, let's see. I'm actually very tempted to try the Beauty Glazed palette, honestly. Maybe we can do a side-by-side comparison. Well, the shades are not exact matches, so maybe that's not a good idea. Why am I suddenly feeling a mustardy yellow with green look? Are you going to go to bed, Marie? Let me know. There's also not really a duochrome in there. Yeah, the colors are different. So basically I just, oh no, that's the lightest shade, isn't it? And that should be swatched against this one. Yeah, okay. So I actually just grabbed from the Wilderness the shade Ray, which is the lightest shimmer, and then the shade, I don't know, Ria. These are the 2. Oh, it's nighttime in Canada. Oh, you're from Canada. Cool. They do look similar. Where are we? They do look similar. Can you see? The one with the more green in it, let me see. This one is Beauty Bay. So it has a little bit more green, and this one is a little bit more shiny, but it has a little bit more yellow, and that one is from the Beauty Glazed palette. Hello, Joe. Good morning or good evening. Okay, so apparently I made up my mind. We're going to use the Wilderness dupe palette. So if you are just joining, the palette that I'm going to use today is this one, which is from Beauty Glazed. And this is a very much a dupe for the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. And maybe I also will do a video on it. I actually don't know. No, I actually know Beauty Glazed from AliExpress. It's where I bought the palette. And I actually found them when I was starting searching for makeup on AliExpress. So I've actually known about them for quite some time. So here are the color stories side by side. I hope we can see that if I do this. Can we? Not really. Let's do this. So the only shades that are not in the Beauty Glazed palette are the lightest matte and the darkest matte that the Wilderness palette has. So, okay, let's prime the eyes. What kind of eye primer shall we use? Let's just use the one that I've been using right now, which is from Glam Shop. Yeah, I really do love the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette, and I know a lot of people do. So, okay. Can I see myself? Well, I can, but thank you. So this eyeshadow primer is kind of a, I want to say concealer consistency, but a very thin consistency. And it has a green undertone. It's very light, but it's still green. So that's very nice. Making a mess already. So today I'm also going to use the Fenty foundation because I want my foundation to last. It's technically tomorrow morning for us. It's a full moon. But if the weather plays nice, my bestie and I are going to go to the woods tonight to celebrate the full moon. So yeah, welcome Eva Bell. So yeah, maybe you can do half and half to compare the qualities. I can. I can do one eye Beauty Glazed, one eye Wilderness. I will kind of have a little bit of, yeah, so I can do that. I can do that. So I can, I don't know, do this eye Beauty Glazed and then that eye Wilderness because that's how they are on my desk right now. Let me also kind of get rid of the other palettes. Let's put them somewhere else because I need the room. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Okay. So now let's hope that I don't forget that I kind of need to go between them, right? So the brushes that I am using today are, let's put that on the side as well, are from Lethal. I have a bunch from Lethal, the eye brushes, and I have the eye brushes from Cosmic Brushes. So we're going to use those today as well. I have a microfiber towel here so I can kind of switch between colors. Hopefully, let's start with a transition shade. I'm kind of looking. Am I going to do green? Am I? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to start in the Beauty Glazed palette with the shade Lime, which is that one. Yeah, I hope we have, well, we always have a great time, but I don't know if we will because it's kind of depending on the weather. It's shitty weather here, or at least it was yesterday. So it does pick up nicely on the brush. I am tapping off and I'm just going to put that down as a transition shade. And I'm using the biggest eye brush from Lethal to do it. Oh, that's quite pretty. This is one dip. I'm not mad about that. I'm going to clean my brush. Do I have a same type of brush? I do not. Going to clean the brush and then I'm going to go for my other eye. I'm going to go to the shade Leaf. Oh no, don't dig your nail in. To the shade Leaf. That one. The coyotes are, yeah, so's my bestie on. I actually, I do like coyotes. What can I say? Oh, there's a color difference. I can tell that there's a color difference. There's a color difference. Yes. So that is interesting because this is way more yellow There's more yellow in here than there is in the one from Beauty Glazed. So that was also one dip. I'm going to go back to the Beauty Glazed palette. And I am cleaning off my brush in between. I'm just going to build it up a little bit. Let's see if we can kind of get it a little bit similar to the other eye. And I know that a lot of the times we are like, yeah, but it does not really matter the kind of undertone you have in a shade. And I agree, unless you kind of have a weird undertone like me. Grabbing a different brush for that eye. This one is from Sigma. What happened? Oh, wow. Well, that's not a good idea. That's not nice if they do that, no. Okay, let's also... Oh, I have multiples of these. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Do I have a clean one? That would be nice. Yeah, cleanish. Cleanish. Okay. Let's go back to that green. And the ones with the purple handle are from Cosmic Brushes. They're very nice, though. This one, the one I'm using now, which is a very, very flimsy brush, picks up a lot of shadow. Okay, then I have kind of a similar brush. I'm going to... Oh, this is bigger. Damn it. I'm cleaning the brush. And I'm going to put it down here as well. Now I'm dipping back into the wilderness. So yeah, I can definitely see a color difference on me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, undertone. So if you have a weird undertone like me and Debbie's, by the way, is a cool tone olive. Undertones matter. Heaps. So I don't know if you can see it, but I can see a color difference. So this one has more mustard yellow in it, and this one has more bright yellow in it. I hope that kind of makes sense. Honestly though, I think I like this color a little bit more. But that's okay. Okay, let's clean some of the brushes. And I do feel I need a little bit more on this side. Clean the brush and run along the edge. Doing the same here. Okay, coffee time. Yeah, it kind of does. Well, I did think that I got more pigment instantly with the one from Beauty Bay. This color seems a little bit darker, I agree. So yeah, the color difference is obvious, but I'm kind of hoping that if everything is said and done, it won't be too bad. Otherwise, I will look redonkulous in store, but who's counting? I'll just put on big falsies. Yeah, it's very easy to blend them as well. Next, I am going to go to darker shade. Let's do you there. Do I have similar brushes? I do. So I kind of have similar brushes in the Lethal and Cosmic brushes. So I'll kind of use those a little bit later as well. However, I want to darken up the outer corner. I have from Lethal this the slanted brush. Now I also have something similar from Unearthly, but this one is way more open. I really like this one. Oh, thank you so much, you. We are going to go to one shade darker, which is the shade Leaf in the Beauty Glazed palette. No, yeah, in the Beauty Glazed palette, and in the Wilderness palette, it's called Eucalyptus. This one appears to have a little bit more gray in it versus the Wilderness palette. So okay, and this is basically one dip. Is there a shimmer in there? Or is there a shimmer on my... There's a shimmer somewhere. I see shimmer on my eyelid, but it shouldn't be there. I think there was, I don't know, a shimmer on my brush or something. Now I have a shiny eyeball. No. Anyone have the Ace Beauty dupe for the Wilderness? Is there an Ace Beauty dupe for the Wilderness though? Which one was that? I don't know. No, I don't have it. I'm going to go to the Beauty Bay palette for the shade Eucalyptus. Oh, I was not paying attention. Okay, I have to go back to the previous shade on the Beauty Bay side. Yeah, let's grab kind of a smaller, let's grab this brush. Maybe I can be a little bit more precise. Yeah, again, there's a color tone difference. This is a little bit more murky. I want to say this is the murky side and that's the happy side. Well, not really, but... Okay, I'm going to build both sides up a little bit more in the crease. So I'm going to go to smaller brush. This one is from Cosmic Brushes. I really do enjoy this set. There's one brush of the entire set I haven't tried yet, which is this one, which is pretty dense. It's not really a brush that I use a lot, but overall, I like this set a lot. I think that the handles are cute. I like the way that they perform. Are they as good as good natural hair brushes? Yes and no. It's kind of depending. One cooler, one warmer. Yeah. Yeah, it's on me, it's pretty apparent that there are two color stories basically. I'm going to go back to the Beauty Bay. Oh, also, I do have a minty. I like both options in the colors I see. It doesn't annoy me that we have such a color difference though. Maybe I can help that a hint by grabbing a very fluffy, flimsy brush. Let's try something from the Beauty Bay palette. So I am actually going to go to, I want to make this one a little bit more blue. I think I'm going to go to this one from the Beauty Bay to kind of see if I can fix the undertone a little. So I have a very fluffy brush. And I'm just running that. Does that help? No. Well, maybe a little. This side. I want to blend it a little bit more. Maybe I have an idea. Okay, so in the Beauty Bay palette, I also have kind of the mustardy, or in this palette, a little bit of the mustardy yellow. I'm going to grab that to see if I can kind of maybe a little bit make this a little bit more murky. It's 6 o'clock. That does seem to help a little. Or maybe my eyes are deceiving me, I don't know. Does it pull them together a little bit more? It does, right? Or not? I don't know. I think that helps a hint, but brush is clean. I'm going to blend the edge here a little bit more. So yeah, the reason for me being your alarm just went off too. Let's see. Patricia asked a question. If you could use only one brand of brushes, what would you choose? That's a good idea. That's if I have to go by face and eye, it would probably be Lethal right now because they also have very good face brushes. But honestly, what I'm actually planning to do is do a video of my favorite. I have to check if the brushes from Unearthly are vegan. I don't know though, but I want to do a video on that because I think that a lot of people want to know good vegan or cruelty-free brushes and synthetic brushes. I love Unearthly's eye brush set. I love all the brushes that she has in that line. There are also a few from Nabla that I really, really love, and those only come in sets. And honestly, from the sets, the ones that I use the most from the purple set are, let's see, these four. And from the red set, I think there's one that I use often. So to get the sets just for these brushes, I want to say it's worth it because they're very, very good. But that does mean that most of the sets I don't use. From the this set from Cosmic Brushes, I use almost all the brushes. And from Lethal, the ones that I picked because you can pick them individually, I can very much recommend them too. They're very, very good. Okay. I do want to darken it up a hint. Now, I don't have a very deep green in the Beauty Glazed palette, so I am actually going to do that with the darker brown, blue. So let me grab two of the same type of brushes that I can do for that. We're going to create another color difference. So here's the dark blue. Let's swatch it. It feels a little bit dry, but that's okay. Against the dark blue of the Beauty Bay palette. There is a color difference. So this is Beauty Bay, which is more, I don't know, is it cobalt blue? I don't know. But the one from Beauty Glaze, this one has a hint of purple in it. Sigma has similar brushes to the ones that I'm using, yes. And the funny thing is that I've loved the E27. I love that one a lot. And I did not like the E33 until recently. I actually really, really love it. So I'm going to go to the, really, why do I have cat hair everywhere? Dark blue of the Beauty Bay palette. Lightly. And I'm slowly, I usually don't blow my brushes, but it's the best way to get excess pigment off right now. And I will clean them up later anyway. And there's no one else who uses the brushes with me. So. I don't need it super, super deep, but I do want it a little bit darker. So I'm just very slowly building that up with a flimsy brush. Okay. Yeah, the brushes that what I loved about Unearthly was that all her brushes are small. So for the cosmic brushes, they are also pretty small actually. If you compare the biggest one from Cosmic Brushes to the biggest one from Lethal, you see the difference, right? So if you have very small, yes, thank you. If you have very small eyes, this will be too big for you. For me, I actually saw Annette say that. So for Annette, this one is too big. For me, if I put it basically in the crease, it's perfect as a first blended layer. I hope that helps. Okay, let's go to the shade Twilight from Beauty Bay. Which feels creamier than the one from Beauty Glazed, but I feel that the one from Beauty Glazed performs very, very well. And honestly, I really like the quality. Now, we have a dark blue or dark green in the Beauty Bay palette, not in the Beauty Glazed. And now I'm having a blue eye and a yellow eye again, which is annoying, but okay. Oh, it's very apparent right now. That's annoying. Okay. I am grabbing a little bit of that yellow on the Beauty Glazed side. Just very lightly kind of blend that over to try and get that murkiness back. It's very much punchy eye look. Thank you for linking my favorite brushes. I still stand by most of those brushes though. I am going to do that kind of bluey green on the Beauty Base side again. Does that pull it a little bit more in the same direction? I think so, right? I hope so. Yeah, I've tried a few things from Beauty Glaze, and I really like their quality. I've also tried their Huda Beauty gemstone palettes from Beauty Glaze. They're very, very nice. Green makes me happy too. Okay. So besides kind of the undertone difference, which I kind of hope I solved at least for outside, you know, I like the performance on both. Honestly, though, I feel that the Beauty Glaze is maybe a little bit easier to blend even. And layering it and then blending it that way really worked for the Beauty Glaze part. So this part, I had to help with blending a little bit, which is fine. But that is what I noticed. Unfortunately, oh, let's see. Is this then going to be the dupe for the shade Moss? Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately, they did not really. So this is basically their dupe for this shade, which is the shade Moss, which again is an undertone thing. But they both are smooth. The one in Beauty Base palette is also darker. What do I want to put on the lid though? I want to do that one in the inner corner. I already know that. The shade Ray or Ria. So I have the shade Lime and I have the shade Cucumber. So again, Lime is, it's almost a little bit more rich in tone maybe, but it's also, this one is a little bit more yellow and this one is a little bit murky. There is a flip in both though, so they are close. Not the same, but they are close. Let's see what they look like swatched. Yeah, so this is Beauty Bay. And this is Beauty Glazed. So there is a difference in color. And it's more apparent on my skin tone because it pulls out the green. It's more apparent on camera as well, though, as it is in real life. But they're very pretty, both of them. But maybe I can go just a really different route. Let's swatch these. Not really into the blue. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, that's pretty. Shall we just do it monochromatically? I think we are. But these are Fossil and Fossil. Oh, so they're called the same. And I love shades like this, actually. They are very, very close. This one from Beauty Bay has a hint more orange in it. But they're very close. Okay. Oh, we also have the shade Breeze, which is the bluer green. Oh, those are almost the same. Let's see. Yeah, they are so close, which are the blue greens, but I don't like to combine cool toned greens with warm toned greens. So it could be that the undertone difference is to adapt to Asian skin tones. It could be, and Asian skin tones often are, well, not all of them, but there are a lot of olive people among Asians. It's where I get mine, because my grandfather is from Indonesia, so it's also the Asian part, right? And that's probably where I get my oliveness from. Contrast color. Well, if I do the red, I will feel like a Christmas ornament. Can I not just? Of course I can. I am going to do something. Let me grab a packing brush. I am going to go to the mustardy yellow, this one, and the equivalent in the Beauty Bay palette. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's pretty. I also have, as I said, one sparkly eye and one non-sparkly eye. She's annoying. It's a very, very pretty color. So that was the shade Jaffa. Yes. And then the shade Marigold in the Beauty Bay. These are close. Very close. I almost feel that the Beauty Bay is maybe a little less rich in color. They're very close though. Okay. I'm going to go back to this one. I also want that underneath my eye. What the last time? Yeah, I know, but it's just a thing. that I don't really like to combine cool tones with warm. It's the same thing in purple. And not that it won't look pretty, I just don't like to do it. Very interesting, but what can I say? I'm going to grab the shade Fossil in both palettes with the same brush. I just cleaned it. Ooh, that's nice and sparkly. I'm using it dry. And where was it? Cutesy. And what was my plan again? No. I am going to go to the shade called Ria, this one, which is the shade Ray, yeah, in the Beauty Bay palette. And I'm going to use it dry. I'm going to use it as a topper shade. Let's try this one brush, because I haven't tried that one yet. Let's see what it does. Oh, that picks up a lot. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Yeah, again, very, very close in color. Let's get kind of, let's get you. So this one almost has kind of a putty-like texture. And honestly, I don't even think that I really need a shimmer primer, at least not for the shine. And I'm just dragging it over like a topper shade, which you can with shades like that. Third eye. What am I missing? Yeah, I detest mixing yellow tone greens with blue tones, yes. Same thing with purples. Actually, also same thing with pinks. I just don't like to. So what I don't like is to combine these two rows together. Even with a pop of this in the inner corner, I don't like to do that. Now, if I'm playing here, I don't mind it, but I don't like to combine it with the. What's the thing? It's also a thing. I want to know, am I alone in that? What I am very much enjoying, I have noticed, is rounding out numbers if you give a like. So if I give a like on Instagram and the number goes from, I don't know, a 7 to an 8, or especially if it goes from 49 to 50 or something like that, that brings me joy. Am I alone in that? Anyway, never mind. Oh, that was not really the plan, but we will go with it. So I'm grabbing that shade as well for here. I'm creating a mess, but that's okay because I have to do my face anyway. Okay. Let's bring a little bit of that mustard back. I'm just grabbing the matte shade. And even though the green is, you know, less yellow than that mustardy that I'm using now, I do like to do that. Why? It's anyone's guess. I see what you're saying, Debbie. Yeah, I did not, I didn't. So that's good. I could restrain myself. You prefer odd numbers way more? Well, my favorite number is 13, but when I am giving a like or something and it just jumps to a whole number, especially if it's a whole number, you know, ending in 0, yeah, I really much enjoy it. And that is no. Do I like that? I don't know. Okay. I am going to go back to, let's see, a kind of a fluffy brush and the darkest or the darker green that I used in the palettes to blend over the crease. And I think this is kind of it. What kind of eye pencil do I want? I have an idea. It reminds you of the Flower Punk palette by Kaleidos. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? I have that one too, by the way. Do I have... Oh, no, that's the red. Okay, let's see the eye pencils. Good night, Malem. I hope that you have a wonderful night's sleep and that you'll feel rested when you wake tomorrow. Yes. Okay, this is from Glam Shop. I think it's the shade Burgundy. And it's also on my contact lens, which is not handy. It will hopefully fade away. This one stays for eons. Same with the pencils from V Cosmetics. I don't know if it's still available though, this one. I'm kind of going to smudge it a little bit on the edge. Yeah. Jalapeno palette. Have them both. Oh, the jalapeno from Elf. Yeah, I understand what you mean. It reminds me of that as well, although this is way better quality. You know, let's face it. Elf is... what do the palettes retail for me here? I think €5, something like that. And my Catrice 5 in a box are also around that price, and they are better quality. Just saying. Maybe an unpopular opinion. But I'm going to finish off the eyes with liner lashes. What kind of lashes? I don't know yet. Let's see, what do I have here? Shall I use these? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll go to the half lashes from Vive in the style HL2, which it was actually a mystery. I lost them. I put them on a small table that I have next to, just downstairs next to where I sit. And the next day they were gone. And I was like, does one of the cats now have falsies on their butt? But couldn't find it. Then 2 months later, I found one. And then I was like, okay, let's hope that I'll find the other one as well. Yes, a few weeks after that, it mysteriously appeared on the center of that table. And I swear to you, it wasn't there. So I don't know where they have been, but it was interesting. Yeah, Essence has very, very nice quality. The thing that annoys me though with Essence right now is that the Welcome to London I cannot get here. Which is weird because you guys can get it in the USA. But we cannot get it here in where I live. It is available in Europe, but I think just in Germany, which is annoying. But yeah, what can you do about it? Absolutely nothing. Let's kind of clean up the under eyes a little bit. I'm going to use my face primer for that. So I have the Catrice Love Skin Respect Earth Primer. Maybe I also need to clean my hands. Oh wait, I have something for that. Where is it? Oh yeah. Thank you. I actually bought baby wipes to basically clean my hands, especially when I'm filming the declutter videos, because, you know, I am a swatcher. And I was like, let me get good ones, you know, that are, you know, the least bad for nature, but they stink. So that's kind of a shame. Oh yeah, the Salou Paris. I remember that one. It was actually a pretty decent quality. Let me get cloth. Okay. So I have a little bit of primer on my finger. I'm just putting it on the cloth and I'm going to use that to wipe away excess eyeshadow. I'm going to use that primer anyway, so this is a great way to clean up without really removing any layers underneath. Now I'm going to be a glitter ball face today anyway, I see, so it is what it is. It's all okay. Maybe I can clean that up a little bit problem. No, I will have shiny cheeks, but that is okay. Good morning, husband. Okay. Like that. Okay, let's also do that and grab my second cup of coffee. Why are all your half red on the left? I don't know. I have no idea why half of your comments are marked red on the left side. I don't know, hon. I'm not seeing that on either screen, so I don't know. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that I have slow mode on, but I don't think so. And Debbie is the moderator, one of the moderators. So she's the one who's blocking. Then, unless you are maybe trying, no, nothing is blocked. Yeah, maybe you're trying to put links in. I don't think that will work. But I also don't see the red, hon. I don't know. You could try refreshing the page. Maybe that will help. I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, the slow mode is set to 40 seconds, I believe. Otherwise, I just cannot keep up with the chat. I have a trouble keeping up with the chat anyway, but if it goes too quickly, I cannot keep up. I'm going to tightline with a black eye pencil from V Cosmetics. Is this the... Oh no, that's the lip pencil. I need this one. These eye pencils from V, they stay on all freaking day. It's very ridiculous. When I woke up this morning, I cleaned my face yesterday, but when I woke up this morning, I still had eye pencil on one eye because I wasn't paying enough attention yesterday. Let's put a little bit of mascara on. Let's do this one. I tried the mascara from Colourpop again yesterday, the one from the Hocus Pocus collection. It's not doing anything. I love Colourpop as a brand, but I don't like their mascaras. Oh, thank you. Have you checked out AliExpress? They have so many. Now this one is the bigger size, so it's not the regular size. This is I think the regular size is, what is that, 16G or is that 14? I don't know, but this is a 1.6 millimeters instead of a 1.2. And in that, there is not much to find. But if you have the regular sizing, they have a lot of cute things. No, he's in the chat, May. Okay, falsies. That was what I want. That's what I'm going to do now. Do I need eyeliner? Hello, baby.
Hi.
Glue. Where did I leave it? Why is it always such a mess here? Oh, no, yes? Yes. So I bought a new clear duo glue. Well, clear glue from Duo. Because I don't always use the only thing that I found with those clear glues, they get nasty so quickly, or is that just me? No, don't go upside down, please. Thank you. So I am gluing the top. I don't think I really have new people here today. I'm not sure. However, oh, bye May, bye me. I put my falsies on underneath my lashes. So when you have your falsie, like here, usually you glue it there, right? On the bottom and on the edge, because you're going to put it up like that. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to glue on the top and on the edge. And I double glue always because that way they feel secure. What I'm then going to do, I need to work a little bit quickly. Then I'm going to, where I tight lined with the pencil is where I'm going to put the glue. So basically at the base of my lashes on the bottoms. So I need a very good mirror for that. And then tilt it and then open up wide like that. And then where you see the flashy part, that's where I'm going to put glue. Right at the base of my lashes. And then I'm kind of going like that, keeping my eyes a little bit wider open. Where are my tweezers? I grab a lash, remove any cat hair. Bane of my existence, honestly. Get cats, they will enrich your life. Well, at least do something. No, just kidding, I love my cats. Okay, I have the lash, and instead of you doing it like that, I'm going to do that. So I am, cat hair. Looking in the mirror, opening up my eyes wide. And I'm just going to push them up against my lashes and then let go. And then gently push the lash up. so that it attaches. That is the way that it is looking now. I'm going to plop on the other one, and then I'm going to pinch and make sure that they stay put. Now they are on, and now I'm just going to pinch them together like I would if they were on the top. Now, best part of this is I have no flapping falsies. So I live at the Dutch coast, and it's always windy here, but I don't have any flapping falsies this way. And they feel very comfortable if you place them. Well, for me, lashes always feel comfortable unless I don't place them correctly. But also, you don't see them this way. Because one of the things that I detest very, very much with falsies is that if you glue them the regular way and you don't put them on correctly, which happens very quickly, it does still happen to me, I can see the band, and I do not like that. And now you do not see the band. So that is what I love about putting them on this way. I'm just very much pinching them together, removing another cat hair. So you kind of do see them, I see, because my lashes are a little bit wonky. Can we just get rid of all that hair? Nice, thank you. But funny thing is, people don't see that I have done this. They just don't see it. When I tell them, it was last Sunday again, someone said to me, yeah, I know that there are people who or her daughter, I think, glued lashes on the bottom of her falsies on the bottom of her lashes. And I said, I do the same thing. She said, do you wear lashes? I said, yeah, I have lashes on. So, and if I then want to kind of almost blend in the lashes because I see that there's kind of eyeshadow fallout, I just go to the top and just put a little bit of mascara on. And the mascara that I have now is a tube mascara from Catrice, right? Yeah. Fortunately, they still don't have the Bye Bye Panda Eye mascara from Essence, which is my favorite. And that's then the eyes done. And if I want to blend them in a little bit more, I can kind of do a little bit of black eye pencil there or a little bit of eyeliner just in the beginning part. To blend them in a little bit more. And that is it. Easy peasy lemon squeezing. Ask Debbie. She's doing this well. Ooh, I almost wrecked something. So that is the eyes. Let's see. What did I miss in the chat? I have a video on how I apply falsies, but it's the regular way. And I keep forgetting to film this one. I do always show it in the live streams. What is NSFW? I don't know, but it's like, anyway. I think I actually, did I do a video on the Kiss Falscara? I think I did. I do want to make one. It is still on my filming list. Yes, it is. But I think I have a video on the Kiss Falscara method, and that is actually how I learned it. And I still have the component here. So this is how I started. So you can get this separately as well. This is the way that it works. So it's basically a mascara wand that has glue on it that you brush through your own lashes. Then you stick their basically cluster lashes on the bottom, and then with this one you seal the glue. And that is actually how I tried this for the first time, because it's quite scary to put lash glue there. But I could not really get along with the cluster lashes that they had. So I was like, can I not do that with my own lashes? And I could. But if I don't glue the band as well, I feel like they're kind of tilted, and that annoys me. So. But there is definitely, I definitely need to film the video. Yes, I'm very behind in filming as well. So there is that. But it's definitely still on my list to film. Yes. Okay, let's do the face. Let's put the brushes to the side. Let's do the face. I already primed. I'm going to use my Fenty in 145, but I do need to mix in a blue because it is too warm. I'm going to zoom out a tad. You can see a little bit more of me. Hello. You can unfortunately also see the mirror there. Maybe if I move it to the side a bit, but then I cannot see myself anymore, which is kind of sad. So I'll use the one to the side. I'll use that one. Can I move it a little bit closer? That would be nice. It's such a mess here. Why? Anyway. Let me kind of clean up a tad. Yeah, this can go in here. Okay. Yes. Okay, then I can move this one a hint closer. Thank you. Okay, the Fenty in shade 145. I want a foundation that lasts today, so. Please do a video with this method for us, scaredy cat. I will try. Honestly, Debbie and I have talked about this before. If you wear contact lenses, I think the theory is basically that if you are someone who wears contact lenses, you will have less trouble with falsies than someone who doesn't. Because if you wear contacts, you learn to look at what your finger is doing instead of what your eye is doing. If that makes any sense. Finally got the blue from LA Girl. It helps so much. Yeah, it's very nice. And I still have the one from AOA Studio here. I'll kind of show. It's not that interesting though. But I have a little bit of foundation on the sheet. Yes. And what I do is a little bit of the blue color corrector. I basically place next to it. And then I blend it into each other. And then I see if it's blue enough. And I have one of the silicone spatulas. I think it's actually a, I don't know, an eyeshadow thing. I just mix in a little bit of the blue. Kind of looks like this a little bit, but it's still too warm. I can kind of tell when I do this. I can see that it's still too yellow. So I need a little bit more blue. Just put it in the center. And this is a colored primer from AOA Studio, so you need a little bit more than if you were to use a color mixer specifically for foundations. Now I know that LA Girl has them, Makeup Revolution also has them. I cannot get the ones from LA Girl anymore, they're just not sold here anymore, but because Makeup Revolution has them, I can try those. But I'm still using the AOA one, so when that one is done or no longer good, I will try the one from Makeup Revolution. And then I just do that. It's still too yellow. So a little bit more blue. That's better. Okay. Okay, I have here the brush from Lethal Cosmetics. I really enjoy that brush. And I can kind of buff a little bit with this one. I can also paint the fence. You know that reference, you're a trooper. And what I also really like is that you can very much go there. So you can also use it to blend out your eye, your concealer. I really enjoy this brush. I did not get these in PR. I bought them myself. Not that that matters a lot, but I know it matters to some people. So it does a good job of distributing the foundation as well. Now, if I feel like I have any streaks, I just go over it with a sponge anyway. I did film a first impression with the brushes. It's just not online yet. So for the Fenty foundation, I love this foundation in summer. And in winter, I kind of have to prep my skin correctly. So that is why I used a hydrating primer. But it stays on me so long. And I actually didn't like it. I loved it when I first got it. And then there was a period of time that I did not really like it. But also, every time I felt like I put it on, my skin looked weird. And that is because it's too warm. On top of lashes. Yeah, thanks, hon. Patricia, you're going to go to bed. Have a nice... I hope you have great dreams and that tomorrow you will rest. No, wake up well rested. Wow, I'm not really awake yet, can you tell? And I hope you have an amazing day tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Have I ever tried to orchify pink foundation? No. If you're a cool toned olive, mix in a blue. If you're a warm toned olive, I don't think it will work. I'm a warmer toned olive, right? So if I have a foundation that I want to try out, but they don't have my color, which is often, I grab for a warm foundation and then mix in a green or a blue, like I'm doing now. Although this is an olive foundation, but it's just too warm for me. If I have a neutral foundation, I mix in a green. If you are a cool toned olive and you have a neutral foundation, mix in a blue. And yeah, if you have a warm toned foundation, mix in more blue. But no, I've never tried to really green up a pink foundation. Deb, have you tried that? But you're a cool toned olive. You need a cold foundation plus blue, yeah. For me, if I have a cool toned foundation on, so a pink foundation on, I look gray. And if I have a neutral foundation on, I look pink. And if I have a warm foundation on, I look orange. I don't know if that helps. But I would just try it. Honestly, if you are an olive or any other weird undertone, color mixers are the way to go. Now, if you live in the USA, you can always try the ones from LA Girl or the ones from AOA Studio, because they have these in a bunch of colors. And it's a very safe way to mix them in without, going over the top, and just try to mix in color correctors and see what they do, and just swatch them on your hand and on the side of your face, kind of like that, so you can kind of see what's happening. I think that's the best way to try it. So yeah, the foundation is on. I am going to go over it with a sponge. But I was saying, yes, if I prep my skin correctly, it does look very pretty. And now that I have it in, that I have matched it correctly, it looks a lot better. You think your base match you, but then you look in the camera and your face is pink. Then it could very well be that you have a neutral foundation on. That's what happens for me. So because I am a warmer toned one, I have a neutral foundation on, it makes me look pink. And then I would just, for me, neutral foundations, I usually mix in a green color corrector, because they are on the cooler side, because I'm on the warmer side and the neutral is cooler than, warm, because it's neutral. If I mix in a blue, it becomes too cool toned for me. So then I will have to mix in a yellow. So that's why I then just mix in a green. Yeah. You have yellow undertone. Yeah, so Avabel, you are warmer. Neutral colors are okay, but they can make you look a little bit gray if not enough yellow. That means that you are warm, yes. And that's basically fixed with a yellow corrector. AOA Studio also has those. By mixing just in a yellow corrector. I, for instance, had it with the Lisa Eldridge foundation that I had in shade 9 is a neutral olive, and it's very much a neutral olive. It's too cool for me. So if I mixed in, I actually decluttered it, but if I mix in a yellow, it's better. Her shade 16 that I still have is a hint too warm. So there I need to mix in a little bit of blue. You are welcome, May. I hope it helps. Yeah, the ones from AOA Studio, I think they're $1, $1.10, something like that. And they are primer, and they work well. You need a little bit more than if you have a foundation mixer, but just see what the cheapest option is for you, I think. Hairs, can we get rid of the hairs? What is happening? What are you doing? Why is the foundation not sticking to my cheeks? It's your fuck. Mimi says your skin has a grayish hue with some red and dark, like pine green. If I'm pale, a little bit yellow, else more red. Grayish hue. I would. They say that olive tone people are. I think they call us sallow. I think that's the color that they. That's what they're saying. Basically, it can look a little bit gray, but it could also be that you are a cooler toned olive. Some red and dark like pine green. Well, pine green, I would, is that's more of a blue toned green, isn't it? Pine green. My skin isn't gray, but it can be kind of a funky yellow. So I was when they foundation when they matched my foundation back in the day. I'm going to do the brows. Well, I talk hopefully. When they tried to match my foundation back in the day, they always matched me warm. And then when they gave me a yellow foundation, it just looked so weird on me. It did not look good at all. But sometimes as well, it almost seems like I am, I don't want to say neon yellow, but there was just some, that was weird. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, they could kind of see that I was a warm tone, but they could never match me. But also, you know, where I live here, fun fact is that there are actually a lot of people who have an olive undertone, especially here in the city where I live, because a lot of people have Asian blood here. But it just wasn't a thing, you know. We thought olive tone is Mediterranean. Yeah, well, it's not. Also, fun fact, a lot of Polish people also have an olive undertone. That is why Glam Shop, the foundations that they have, most of them are olive. Also, if you are my depth, I actually have the foundation here, the illuminating one in 1.75. It's a very nice match for me color-wise. So a little bit yellow, else more red. Yeah, I also have, that's also something. People think that if you're an olive, you cannot have red in your skin. Well, you can. Okay. Do I need concealer? Not. I'm going to use a little, just a hint. Like that. Yes. Okay, and a little bit of coffee. Were you guys freaked out by my title? I was like, a hunting we will go. That's usually what I say. When my husband asks, how did the shopping go? I said, the hunting was successful. Does not really matter, but I'm actually going to use a brush to blend out the concealer. This foundation does work better with a brush, I feel. I kind of feel that if I use a sponge, it kind of does weird things on my cheek. Which unfortunately here it looks very nice and here it looks a little bit weird. It gives a mystery to the life. Yeah, I had no idea what I was going to use today. Most foundations are not skin tone. They have the special foundation color that you can spot from miles away and it looks better on everyone. Yeah, I also think that it is just because, honestly, if you want the foundation to be perfect for you, you'll have to color match it yourself. Looking at the olive foundations that I have, there are a few who match me very, very well. I had actually shade 5.7 from Makeup Revolution, was perfect for me in the depths of winter. However, in summer, I am almost more golden because my yellow overtone that I have, that's more apparent than the blue undertone, is, getting tan. So I change color during the season. Good night, Tracy. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have amazing dreams and that you'll wake up rested tomorrow. Yeah, well, foundation wise, it was honestly, I thought that I was that I was the lightest for so long. Why? Because I was the lightest in the foundations that they had at the drugstore. However, the lightest foundation, I think it was then Rimmel or something, was shade 200. That was the lightest one. Then later I found out that I am very much not the lightest one. Who knew? Hello, cat. I didn't. There's a cat here. Oh no. So let's use where is it? I am going to use the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Bronzer because I love it. It's in the shade medium tan. Yes. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's kind of a moussey texture. Here it is. Hair. Everywhere. Let's grab a brush. And then I just do that on the back of my hand first. And then I'm going to apply to face so I can kind of see how much I have. Don't know how long this will last for because I'm going to wear a beanie later. But yeah, it's all okay. Stalking chips or something. Yeah. Stalking the frozen pea section. Thank you, Debbie. You spent your childhood in Asia at a time when being pale was considered ideal. Yeah. I almost think it's a universal thing that people are just not happy with the way that they look or something. I don't know. This is a brush that I'm using from Lethal actually, which is very nice. It's a slanted one. Unearthly also has one. Oh yeah, there's also, have you guys tried that new trend yet? Which is basically, doing your makeup looking like you're cold. I have opinions on that. Oh, I put your 3-year-old son to sleep. That's so nice. That's so cute. That's so cute. My family doesn't understand why you guys tell me that I have a soothing voice. But that's okay. They are allowed to tease me a little. Blush. What do I want for blush? I don't know. I think yeah, it could be that my camera voice is more toned down because I am well, the camera picks it up differently. My voice, the way that it sounds on camera is not exactly the same as it sounds in real life because it's muffled a little bit. But also when I'm here, I don't know, in kind of a flow and a little bit more concentrated. So I also find that when I'm doing my makeup, I usually talk less loud. So, what's that, watermelon? No, I think I'm going to go to this one from, am I? Yeah, I think so. From Colourpop. I need a different brush for that though. Well, maybe I can use this one from Unearthly. Oh, yeah, I forgot that Unearthly also has face brushes, but there are... I'm particular in my face brushes, what can I say? Yeah, well, when I'm in teaching mode, my voice changes. Yeah, it does. You know what I think about wanting to look like you're cold? I was like, why don't you just go outside? But yeah, then it's like, yeah, but I only want to look like I'm cold and not truly be cold. I am going to, this one is pretty dark for me, so I'm going to kind of clean the brush a little bit on the back of my hand first and go in a little bit slow. And I always start here at the temple. Why? Because I like that. That's the reason. It's overkill most of the time when you see it. Yeah, you know what? And I also think, I don't think it will look good if I try it. If I just do that there, I think it will look very, very weird. And that's what people are also not taking into consideration is someone's face shape. Or age. Because let's face it, some things that the kids are doing these days, if I try it, it looks weird. It looks like I'm trying too hard. And I don't mind that. I don't feel like I should do what the 20-year-olds are doing unless I like it. Does that make any sense? So I don't feel like I necessarily need to copy all the trends just because it's youthful. I copy trends if I feel that they're cute and if I feel that they're kind of work for me, right? Yeah, the e-girl look, Tumblr girl look, and Japanese igari look. Yeah. You use blush as bronzer. You've done it for years, but never make it super noticeable. Yeah, I know. And it's like Robert Welsh says, there are no rules to makeup, but there's a theory. And if you know the theory, you can play with it. And I agree, because for me with my face shape, if I and also I have rosacea here, right? So if I place blush here, it looks weird. It makes my face do that. So for my face shape, I don't like it. But for others, I'm like, that looks so, so cute. But their face shape is different. So, you know, here. Why is one side of my face looking good and the other looking a little bit wonky? I don't know. It's annoying. That is the trouble with this foundation. If it's being a bitch, it's being a bitch. Oh, God damn it! Fucking hair. Excuse the language. Hello, hon. Your trend is what you like, period. Yeah. Kind of for me the same. Debbie says you put on your nose and your hairline and then under your chin, but it suits your skin tone better than warm bronzers. Yeah, it does. And that is also it, right? And I did not know that in the beginning either, that undertone with face products especially, it matters heaps. So now I also understand that, for instance, I thought that me and Betty Jean had the same type of skin tone. So, you know, that was before I knew I was an olive. So the things that she colors, blush colors, for instance, that she got, I was like, oh, that's so cute. And then I got it in and I was like, it kind of looks a little bit weird. But now I know it's because of my undertone. But I did not know that then. I'm going to grab this one from Unearthly, which is in the shade Gilded. And I do that. And I do that. And then I do that. So especially if you are an olive, especially if you're a cool toned olive, it's difficult to find a bronzer shade. A lot of the time you can kind of get away with blushes because there's a lot of blush undertones out there. But for bronzers, it's just very, very difficult. And I have already trouble with that, let alone someone who's cool toned olive. So we are going to do the highlight a little bit more front though, because I can. Yes, exactly. So Debbie says that we are, even though we're both cool toned, we cannot use the same things, and it's that's exactly that. So what was it? Yeah, for instance, I love orange eyeshadow. Orange eyeshadow makes me a little bit more green, yes, but it's all okay. And it really pops on me. If Debbie wears bright orange eyeshadow, it looks weird. Same thing with the very kind of cool. You have the taupe, right? But then the pinker side of taupe looks weird on me, but it looks stunning on Debbie because she's cooler than me. You're cooler than me, Deb. Do you hear that? So I also mentioned banana powder. That banana powder is a no-no. However, one of my other friends, Colin, his channel name is Queer Bones. He is also a cooler toned olive, but he is medium to tan, and he can use banana powder. If I use a banana powder, I'm orange. I'm like an Oompa Loompa. It's not sexy. I think I'm going to powder a hint. What is happening with that effing foundation? It's breaking up on my cheeks. Thank you, huh? Yeah, we can swap products. It looks like hepatitis. Oh dear. That's not good. What is going on? I'm afraid that if I powder it, it will only make it worse. What am I doing? Well, let's see if it helps. a hint. Damn it, now I need to reapply everything. Oh, Lord. Sometimes it does not want to play nice. That's okay. The beautiful colors of liver inflammation. Yeah, well, it can be handy around Halloween time, you know, if you're like, oh, let me kind of look like a corpse. So now I know that if I kind of want to look like a corpse, I need to get me a very light, cool tone foundation, you know. So you can play with that. Bronzers are tricky too. The hula is just a yellow stripe on you. One of the bronzers that they recommend if you are an olive is Bahama Mama from the Balm. That one is too cool toned for me. Or is that true? I had it, I decluttered it because it. Did I give it to you, Deb? I don't remember. But it just looked muddy on me. Now, the one that I love is from Too Faced. That works very, very well if you're an olive, at least kind of a warmer toned olive like me. This one works very, very well. And otherwise, I'm actually getting House Labs #2 in the mail. I ordered that one on Black Friday and I'm curious about that. But the one from Glam Shop. So I have here the olive bronzer. This is their lightest one. It can be that this is maybe a hint too warm. I don't have hula, so. And they also have the chocolate olive, which is a hint darker, but it's also a little bit more, I don't know. Let me swatch. No, you can barely see it on mine. So here is the lightest one, which is very, very light. And here is the darker one. So this is a barely there bronzer. And I really, really like that one actually. But that's Glam Shop. You'll love Natasha Denona one, small duo with a highlighter. One from Estee Lauder. It has red undertones. Okay, so you need the red undertones. House Labs #4. I don't want to say it has very red undertones, but for me, does it though? No. But if I compare it, if I put it next to my other bronzers, it kind of does have a red undertone. You have House Labs #3, but you have to go light-handed with it. Yeah, okay. So #2 says it has kind of a golden olive undertone. That should work for me. So. Okay, that part is set. I am going to set a hint with the new powder that I have from Kiko, which is their Universal Veil Finishing Powder. I checked the site and unfortunately I cannot find it in the USA. And here on the site they say it's out of stock. But it is part of their permanent line. So I hope they will kind of restock it. And I'm basically powdering a little bit where I put the, what is it, highlighter. Now, this is a finishing powder. I have not really used it as a finishing powder yet, so I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to go with a fluffy brush in the powder and then buff over it. And that's how you use a finishing powder, actually. So I don't really need to set my face, but I did not really use it as a finishing powder yet. And that looks a bit better. Okay. Yes. Lips. Let's see what we have here. I need to dig. Where is it? Why do I have such a mess here and so many boxes? Where did I leave it? Well, I don't know. Where did I had it not too long ago because I wore it, I think. Where is it? That's annoying. Oh, it's in the tub. That's okay. I think I'm going to wear this one. Let's swatch it first. Yeah, this is from Blend Bunny, and it is the shade Tease, I believe. I really like this. I just don't like the lip liner that goes with it. Not for me at least. It's a little bit too, I don't know, too cool tone for me. So I think it's a little bit too light. Yeah. So I'm going to grab one of my favorite lip pencils, which is from Cursed Cosmetics. I do need to sharpen it a little. Yeah, there is no one fits all. True. Want to try that foundation? What foundation? The House Labs. I have shade 30 coming my way because shade 190 is just way too dark. That's my summer color. The House Labs foundation goes very dark, or at least not very, but they do range dark, which is a good thing. Let's face it, because anyone can get a beige foundation, right? But so I ordered shade 30. I'm going to do the lips. Why is it so difficult to do lippies sometimes? Okay, finally. Wait. Yeah, it does. Thank you, darling. So here is the swatch. So honest and nice sweet says, and she says it in Dutch, but that's okay. So I'll translate. She says, "Wow, nicely done again." Or she loves the way that I did my eyes. She woke up a little bit too late. The alarm clock was on vibrate, and now she's secretly watching while she's working at home. Yeah, that's the best way. Secretly, yes. I hope you have a good working day, by the way. So what I noticed about this is this has a little bit of pink in it, but when I then see it combined with their the lip liner that they have going with this, for me, it doesn't work. And I can show if I can find out. Where did I leave the lip liner? I don't know. So I cannot show because I don't know where I left the lip liner right now. Did I put it already in here? Oh, I put it already in here. Okay. So if I look at the color itself, it does work. So here's the lip liner that goes with it. It works. But for me, it makes it too cool toned. So I pair it with this one, which is a little bit warmer than this one, but it pulls it a little bit more towards the neutral side, and then you get this. If I use it with their regular lip liner, it looks almost too red, too pinky red. It's interesting, but it's just again an undertone thing. And I do love the quality of their lip liner. I just wish it was a little bit more towards the neutral, but that is my preference. So yeah, and this is kind of it. So let me zoom out a tad. So yeah, let's also put this one back. So this is the look. Yeah, my skin warps it. Yeah, it does with the pinkish. Yes. You love lips, but give me a lip liner and suddenly you cannot use your hands. Yeah, you know when it's the worst for me with a bullet lipstick, a regular bullet lipstick. And I remember back in the day, we would just take the lipstick, do and it was good. And now it takes me ages. It takes me ages. But yeah, this is how the look came out, and I really like it. Now, I already gave my first impression of the brushes in the video that I did. I really like the brushes. I really like them. So I think this is actually this may be the most interesting shape, which is their highlighter fan brush. And this is, I didn't use it today. I don't like fan brushes, but this one I really do enjoy. And I hear actually everyone talk about this brush, that it's just so surprising. But yeah, the video with that is coming. I need to edit it and then upload, obviously. So let's kind of go over my thoughts on the palette. Now I will link it down below. I hope it's still available, but I will link this one down below. This one isn't available anymore. So the big thing that I noticed is that there is a color difference in undertone. As you saw, the one from Beauty Glazed is a little bit, the one from Beauty Bay is more murky. So there's a little bit more of a mustardy yellow in the greens that I use instead of kind of the happier yellow. So it's the vibe that you're going for. I did kind of end up pulling them together, but I see that this one is now a little bit more yellow than that one, which is interesting, but that's okay. Performance wise, so the colors, no, let's go back. So the colors are not a shade for shade dupe. There are some in there that are very, very similar, but for most things it's more of an undertone thing, that the Beauty Bay one is a little bit more murky than the Beauty Glazed one. Performance wise, I actually like the Beauty Glazed one more. Why? I love blended looks, and the ease with which I could get this in this depth. Not that this wasn't easy, it was, but I had to go kind of back in and blend out the darker layer with the lighter shade, and I did not have to do that here. So now I'm kind of sad that I did not get the dupe that they have for the opulence, because they also have that, because there's another one of these. But I will link them down below. If you love the color story of the Wilderness palette, you won't be disappointed with this one. The only thing I'm going to bitch about is that we don't have a very, very deep green option in here. I can darken it up with the dark blue, but the darkest shade of green that is in the Wilderness palette we don't have here. And that is what I'm missing. But that's actually the only thing, honestly. So I don't think that we know that it's two different palettes, right? And if you look really, really closely, I can see a color difference, but I think I matched them up pretty well. And honestly, I don't think that people outside will notice that I have two different palettes on my eyes. Let's also kind of check how the shimmers are doing. Even though I put them on top of a matte and use them more as a topper, they're still looking good. So yeah. Maybe I'll do a separate video on this as well, and kind of condense down what I did today. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will. I have no idea. But yeah, Beauty Glazed, I got mine through AliExpress. They have an official store there. I don't know if they have one outside of Ali. I have no idea, but I will link it down below. I will link down below where you can find it. And I'm very happy actually that I pulled it in today. I've been wanting to try this, and I have this in my house since I think summer or maybe even before. And I just never got around to it, and I'm quite sad that I didn't, because honestly, I think this is a very, very good alternative for the Wilderness palette. And I love Beauty Glazed's formula. I already knew that, but I think that they nailed the quality at least. And I'm going to see what else they have. Maybe I can find some more alternatives. So yeah. Yeah, you read your crazy look on. You just check their website and both palettes look available. Okay, now I don't know their website per se. I can find their website, but as I said, I order it through AliExpress, which is also their official store. So I will at least see where I can find it, and then that is going to be it. How long I've been? Oh, it's almost 2 hours. I need to close it off. I need to go to the grocery store. I have to go hunting. I need to put on my hunting gear, which is basically not my pajama, and go to the groceries. So I'm going to close off today's live. Thank you so much for watching. The things that I used are not in the description box yet, but I will update it later today when I get back. And thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to give the video a like. As Debbie said, don't forget to also check out my art channel. Yeah, and if you're watching this on the replay, the live chat will be available. I don't know if it's available already as you're watching this, but it will be available later. Let me know down below what you thought of the video. Do you have any of the things? Let me know, and let's chat about it in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye guys.